In this tutorial video, I will be showing you how to add a slider to your website. Hover over your site name in the top left. Then click on Visit Site. Click on Edit with Wholesale2b Builder. Let's say I want to add a slider in this area. Search for slides in the left taskbar. Then drag and drop. If you click on the slider box in the left taskbar, you can edit the settings of the first slide. You can change the color. You can choose an image. Let's say I select this image. You can change the image size. You can turn on the Ken Burns effect. This will slowly zoom into the picture. You can choose to zoom out as well. You can set the image as a background overlay. You can choose a color for the background overlay. And you can choose a blend mode. This will determine how the image and the background overlay will blend together. If you click on Content, you can edit the title. You can change the description text. You can edit the button text. You can add a link to the button so that when users click on it, they will be taken to the link you enter here. If you click on Style, there will be an option to turn on Custom. If you turn it on, a few options will appear. You can change the horizontal position. You can change the vertical position. You can change the text alignment. You can change the content color. And you can add a text shadow. You can change the height of the slides. The other slide sections have the same options. If you want to add a new section, click on Add Item. If you want to copy a section, click on this button. If you want to delete a section, click on the X button. In the Slider Options section, you can choose the navigation type. You can choose for the slider to pause when hovered on. You can choose to pause the slider when an interaction is made. You can choose to have autoplay on. You can change the autoplay speed. You can choose to loop the slider infinitely. You can change the transition. You can change the transition speed. And you can change the content animation. Let's say I set the animation to left. And the transition to fade. Now when I click on the arrow to go to the next slide, it has a fade animation. And the text slides in from the left. Now I will talk about the style section. You can change the content width. You can change the padding. You can change the horizontal positioning. You can change the vertical positioning. You can change the text alignment. And you can add a text shadow. In the title section, you can change the spacing. You can change the text color. And you can change the typography. In typography, you can change the font family. You can change the size of the text. You can change the weight of the text. This will adjust the boldness of the text. You can transform the text. This will choose how the text will be displayed. You can choose a style. And you can choose a decoration. You can adjust the line height. And you can adjust the letter spacing. In the description section, it has the same options that I just explained. For the button section, you can change the size of the button. You can change the color. You can change the typography. You can adjust the border width. And you can adjust the border radius. You can change the text color. You can change the background color. And you can change the border color. Let's say I want to add a hover effect. Let's say I change the background color. And the border color. Now when I hover over the button, it changes to the colors I have set. And finally, in the navigation section, You can choose the arrow position. And you can adjust the arrow size. You can change the arrow color. And you can do the same for the dots. After you configure all these settings, don't forget to click on Update to save the changes. If you want to make the slider full width, then you need to add a slider to a new section instead of adding it inside a section. In this video, I showed you how to add the slider inside a section. To add a new section, click on the plus button. Then drag and drop the slider widget to the new section. After that, hover over the section and click on the 6 boxes. On the left taskbar, turn on the stretch option. Then click on content width and select full width. Then click on this arrow to hide the left taskbar. As you see, the slider is in full width now. If you want to open the left taskbar again, click on this arrow. That's all you need to know. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video for future tutorial videos.